Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now I've had a delivery in the post and it's all Abba related. Now every year Abba have been reissuing their albums as a double half-speed master, and along with that they've been taking the singles from around that period and issuing them as picture discs, as well as issuing them in coloured vinyl in a little singles box set. And they've been doing this since 2016 when Arrival was treated, and I have been buying all the picture discs since the Arrival one, so I've now got them all. But I only started buying the single box sets from and the half-speed masters from Voulez-Vous onwards. So I'm missing Abba the album and Arrival half-speed masters and singles box sets. So this is the last one unless they're going to do Voyage, and it's the self-titled 1975 album Abba. So we'll start off with the actual picture discs, and there's 4 singles from that album. And the first one up is So Long, and the backs, like them all, are just a plain colour. Now they've gone back to just the plastic sleeve again. This is how the Arrival and the album ones came out, and the Voulez-Vous ones, but from Super Trooper onwards they went with this here format, which is probably a little bit more expensive to do, but we've gone back to the old format, which I don't really mind. I would rather have consistency. So Long, which is back with I've Been Waiting for You, a brilliant glam single. The next one is I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, and that's back with Rock Me. Again, another classic single. This was a big hit, I believe, in #1 hit in Australia, and Rock Me I think was a top 10 hit in its own right in Australia. Then the really big breakthrough one after Waterloo, and it's SOS and Man in the Middle as the B-side. And then the huge #1 hit in the UK, Mamma Mia, with Intermezzo #1 as the B-side. So those are the picture discs, and they also come in a little box of coloured vinyl singles. So these are always hard to get open, so we'll get this open. Okay, so you have your little tiny hype sticker there, and all that says, if I can read it, is 4 7-inch singles from self-titled album on coloured vinyl. So if we take these out, it's just an ordinary cardboard box, and the back gives the track listing and the sleeves. Now the first one up is actually in a polar sleeve. I don't understand why, because there's plenty of picture sleeves around the world for So Long, but it is, I don't mind these sleeves. It's good hard stock as well, and that is on your white vinyl. The second one is I Do ×5, really nice picture sleeve with Rock Me as the B-side, and that's on a very nice red. And then we have SOS, and I'm assuming this is yellow, and there are the 3 albums. Incidentally, the Abba album is the first album just to have the band name Abba, because the very first one was Bjorn, Benny and Agneta Frida. The second one was Abba, but with, in brackets, Bjorn, Benny, Agneta Frida. So you could almost say this is the debut album, but it's not. It's the 3rd album. It's on a nice yellow vinyl. And lastly, for the singles, we have Mamma Mia, and again a similar back with the 3 albums, Ring Ring, Waterloo and Abba, and it's on a nice red label. So those are the singles. Now the half-speed masters, now these sound absolutely brilliant, so they do, and they come with an OB which attaches like that, obviously, and the OB itself says this record was cut using a specialist technique known as half-speed mastering. This artisan process results in cuts that have superior high frequency response in brackets treble, and very solid and stable stereo images. In short, a very high quality master that helps to create a very high quality record. And then the track listing at the back, split over 2 discs, and we now have a gatefold with all the lyrics. And if we open this up, I believe there is a little certificate. Yes, there is. So you have your half-speed mastering certificate, which is much better than the Paul McCartney one. Even though both are pointless, it's still really nice, and it's well put out on a nice little bit of card, rather than looking as if it had been typed in an old battered up typewriter. And you can get the 2 albums. So the first album, I think this is the first, this might actually be the second. So on black vinyl, nice picture of the band, and then a load of spiel. And then the second one has got more really nice pictures. That one there with the Swedish flag on the bottom corner, my brother used to have that as a big poster up on his wall. So, and then we have nice. So it's really good to have. I've really enjoyed collecting this. I would love to get the Arrival and the album, but they're just so expensive. I've looked up on Discogs, and you're talking well over £100 for each of them, and the same for the little box sets, and especially the album box set. It's only got 3 singles on it, and it's still commanding well over £100. So I'll be playing this album just as soon as I upload this video. Okay, that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.